Hello YouTube, this is Champion 2D Rob back again. How's everyone doing? Um, this is my first video of 2021. Yeah, I just kind of took a little bit of a break. I hadn't really been doing much in the way of content, as you've probably noticed, or you haven't noticed, but yeah, I sort of took a little bit of a break, but I have been on the tubes. Most of you know that I've been doing, I've been appearing on quite a few streams. I did a stream with Jay LKG. He asked me to appear in one of his videos, one of his streams. So shout out to Jay LKG. And of course, a lot of you have probably seen me in Lee Retro Chef's Swap Shop as well. So I have appeared on that as well. So shout out to Lee and the Swap Shop. I'll be getting back onto Swap Shop in a second. And I've also been appearing on the VHS Bootleggers live streams as well. So shout out to Pedro, shout out to Mike, and shout out to Mark as well. Yeah, they sort of invited me on. I've done a couple of their streams. So I have been on the tubes these last few months. Just haven't really done a lot of my own videos for my channel. I don't know. I don't know why. I just guess I haven't really been feeling it, to be honest. But, you know, anyway, I am back and I do have some videos in the pipeline now, so I do have some stuff to do. But anyway, I will start off on this video. This is basically my pickups for the last couple of months. So, you know, some Christmas stuff, some from a bit from before, and stuff I picked up over in January, because we're in February now. And, yeah, so I did pick up some stuff in February as well. And I've got a lot of good stuff here, guys. Some great stuff to show you. But I guess I'll just start with one item. Actually, no, I'll start with just some games I got. I bought some games at CEX just before the whole lockdown. I did go out and I went out sort of after these particular games. And I'm after one more. I never got a chance to get the third. But I do have these two games here, which I can't remember who it was. I've got one title here for the these are PlayStation 3 games, and one of them I can't remember who it was. I saw their video. I think it was their pickups video. Was it Gordon Gibbs? Wasn't too sure, but he was talking about this game, and the game I'm talking about is Need for Speed: The Run. So yeah, I got that for £3 in CEX. This game has looked really good, like a really good racing game. So I decided I wanted to go pick it up. And when I saw it at CEX, it was going for £3. I'm going to pick that up all day, every day. So yeah, I can't remember who it was, but it was definitely a YouTuber that put me onto this game. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a go. And the other game I got here is the first MotorStorm game. So I got that for £1.50. I have the second game, Pacific Rift, and I have Arctic Edge on the PSP, and they're awesome games. They really are. I still need to get the third game in the series. That's the one I just never got around to getting. But yeah, so I picked these up before the lockdown, and yeah, just chuffed to have those in the collection, because I don't know, I was just sort of fiending to sort of play those games, so I thought I would pick them up. I've got a couple of PS4 games. I haven't really been buying a lot in the way of PS4, to be honest. I've just sort of, I have like a very small list of games that I want to get for it now, but I kind of don't really go for, like, in terms of the more niche titles. I kind of prefer to get them sort of like the indie stuff. I prefer to get them on the Switch. So I generally stick to PS4 exclusives, but these two games are exceptions, and it was mostly due to price and just because I prefer to play it on the PS4. First one I got here was Red Faction Guerrilla, and I was originally going to get this for the Switch. But it was going for like £25 on the Switch, and it was only £8 on the PS4, brand new and sealed. So I went on that. Reason why I want to play this game is just because I've been meaning to play this for a long time. It really does appeal to me. Unlike the first two Red Faction games, this is like a third-person sort of action title. And I got to be honest with you, I actually played the demo of this years ago, back when it was on PS3. And I really quite liked it, but I just never got around to picking it up. So I was just sort of reminded to get it, so that's why I picked it up. And the next game I got here, and this is one I've been waiting for a long time now, and that is Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. And yeah, just really chuffed to get this. This has basically got all the DLC. You can play as Robocop, you can play as Rambo, you can play as the Terminator, and of course, you know, all the usual Mortal Kombat favourites as well. Yeah, really good game. I'm glad I waited for the sort of Ultimate Edition. I mean, I always knew it was going to come out, so yeah, really chuffed to get that one. Next thing, oh yeah, I bought this accessory for the Switch, and it's actually really cool. And what it is, it's called the Fixture X1 S1, and what this actually is, it is a sort of another way of being just another alternative to playing the Switch in handheld mode. But what it is it allows you to use your Pro Controller. So it's this bit right here. You just hook up your Switch screen and you can just use the Pro Controller. And I gotta say, I really do enjoy using the this fixture and playing it this way. And that's because I've said before that I don't really like to use the Joy-Cons. I just don't really like them, and of course they are prone to drifting. So I'm fortunate that I don't have that issue. It's because I basically avoid using them for the most part. And I actually thought this was a really cool way of playing in handheld mode, but also being able to use the Pro Controller, because I actually do really like using the Pro Controller. I do really like using this pad, and it works really well. The only thing I will say though, it's not great for fighters, because of the way your hands are placed. So it's very centralized. So as you're pressing the buttons, you just find yourself sort of shaking it a lot, and that can get kind of annoying. But aside from that, it works really well, and it's great for side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Of course, RPGs, any real sort of slower paced games, they're not too frantic. This works wonders. But I think for 2D fighters, not so much. Just because I think it's better to have your hands on each side for fighters. But when your hands are this close, you just find yourself wobbling a lot. So it's not great for that. But I thought this was a really cool thing. But it's worth noting that this one is actually I believe this was originally like a Kickstarter sort of thing, and there is one available on Amazon UK, but it's not this version. This is much pricier than the one that's available in the UK. But I didn't hear a lot of good things about that one, because I just heard the build quality wasn't very good. But this one is made of metal, and it's really sturdy. But the price does reflect that. I mean, I paid £40, and I imported it from Amazon US. It's not available on Amazon UK. So the only way you can buy it is through Amazon US. And it's definitely much more expensive than the one that's available in the UK. The UK one goes for about £15, and I can't remember what the company is, but I just hadn't read a lot of good things about that one, which is why I opted for this one. And I'm very pleased with it. It's a great little fixture if you like playing your Switch in handheld mode. I mean, lately I've actually been playing my Switch a lot docked, but I do like to sort of stick it on the quick, and this is how I like to play it. Yeah, awesome, love that. Alright, next thing I picked up a game here for the Game Boy Advance. Nothing major, I just picked up Spider-Man 2. Really good game, actually. Now, I don't really care about whether I get them boxed or loose, whatever, but a game like this I'm not too fussed about getting boxed and complete. But yeah, this is actually a really, really good game. Obviously based on the Spider-Man 2 film, the Tobey Maguire one, and it's actually a pretty good game. I love the colours. It's just really colourful, and yeah, it's just a cheap little game to get. Really, really fun though. Next up, I have got a couple of Amiibos. Now, anyone who knows me knows I don't really care too much about Amiibos. I really don't. I do own a few Amiibos, but that's just because they came with games that I was buying, collector's editions and whatnot. But these two Amiibos, I've been sort of wrestling back and forth whether I even wanted to get them. But ultimately I gave in just because of what they're based on. But this is the one that really kicked it off, and I decided to get it, and that is the Richter Amiibo, Castlevania. So obviously this is Richter from Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Dracula X. And yeah, so I had to have this, mainly because I'm a big fan. I quite like Richter, and he's quite a sort of an obscure character, so I thought it's a great reason to pick him up, really. So yeah, nice to have that one, obviously being a big Castlevania fan. But of course, if I was going to shell out for that one, then I definitely had to get Simon Belmont as well. And yeah, really chuffed to get this one. But like I say, I'm not an Amiibo collector. I don't really care for them for the most part. But you know, these are really nice, and you know, Castlevania. So had to get those. And let's see what else here. Oh yes, next up, I have a couple of games here now. Going back to what I was saying with Swap Shop, now I've been appearing on Swap Shop pretty much since it started. There is one, in fact, tonight. Obviously, by the time you guys watch this video, it'll be Monday probably. But I'm filming this on a Sunday, so tonight there is a Swap Shop. But I won't be in this edition of Swap Shop, so you won't see me on. But I have been appearing on Swap Shop pretty much as a regular. And I've had some great deals. I've sold like some good stuff, made some good money from people on Swap Shop. But I've also got one gift, and I also bought something from a YouTuber as well. So the first thing I actually bought off from the Swap Shop, and I actually bought it from Scott Sega Zombie. And he showed this during an episode, and then when he showed it, I wanted it straight away, because this is a game I've been meaning to get for a long time now, and it's just eluded me for some reason. And it's a really, really good game, and a really nice nick as well. And the game I got was F-Zero GX for the GameCube. So yeah, I've been after this game for a long, long time, and this one is in really nice condition. Lovely condition. Yeah, so Scott gave me a good price on it, and I snapped it up right away. So yeah, really chuffed to get this. Long time coming. Really, do you know what? I've not actually played an F-Zero game, barring the Super Nintendo version. So yeah, now I've also played the Game Boy Advance game, but yeah, I've always wanted to play this one and the N64 game as well. So very, very happy to finally get this one. So cheers for that, Scott. And the next game here, and again, based off Swap Shop, and this is from Lee Retro Chef himself. Now he showed this up in one of the live streams, and I told him that I wanted it, and what I was not expecting was to Lee say that I could have it. So he just gave it to me. I did offer to pay him for it, but he was having none of it. He wouldn't even accept postage for it. So cheers for this, Lee. And what he sent to me was the Tiny Toon Adventures Acme All Stars for the Mega Drive. And yeah, it's in really nice nick. Really lovely nick. Complete, of course. Yeah, so this is just basically not a game that was necessarily on my list to get, but it's just a nice one to have. I mean, you know, it is a Konami game, and it looks like a decent sort of sports title, sort of like it looks like you got football, and there's like a basketball game as well. Hopefully it's like arcadey. That would be nice, but you know, it's Konami as well, so yeah, really chuffed to get this one as well into the collection. So thank you very much, Lee, for this. And next up, I've got here actually, yeah. So I also got, and this is something I've wanted again for a long time. So really quite chuffed to finally get this. And basically, you know, despite having a collection of Super Nintendo games and stuff, sometimes I do like the idea of EverDrives. Ever since I bought my Mega SD, which I use it primarily for the Mega SG and also my Mega Drive as well, I wanted, of course, a Super Nintendo alternative. And of course I had to go for the best one on the market, and that was the FX Pack Pro. So yeah, nice to get this. I haven't set it up yet. I need to put the firmware in and the BIOS in and do all that stuff. Haven't done any of that yet, but yeah, it's nice to get this one. I've heard nothing but good things. This one does run all the games with the various chips set. So it also does, I think, MS1, the games that also take advantage of better sound, does all of that stuff. So yeah, nice to have this as well. And next up, we've got here something that I know some of you've heard that my Mega SG, the FPGA system that I was using to play Mega Drive games, basically sort of went on the fritz on me. I don't know what's going on. I still need to speak to Craig Goodwin's place and see about maybe him having a look at it, but I've just not got around to doing that. But in the meantime, I did sort of want to start playing my Mega Drive games, but I've been using my Mega Drive. Now, I did have a CRT TV, but unfortunately it's got a loose connector at the back, so I couldn't really get a stable picture, so it made playing games very difficult. And so eventually I decided to shell out for this particular item, and I have to say I don't regret it. It's been absolutely amazing. And the thing I bought is the OSSC. So this is the open source scan converter. Basically allows me to upscale all my 16-bit systems for the modern consoles. And yeah, it's been a great thing. I've been loving it. I've been playing my Mega Drive games on this, and it looks amazing on the HD TV. So yeah, a really great purchase. So really chuffed with this one. And of course, the reason why I picked up the OSSC, and that was because I finally, and now some of you have seen this already, but I finally got my hands on Paprium, which was a pleasant surprise because, as you've probably heard, Watermelon Games just sort of sent an email out just before Christmas, sort of telling everyone that their games were going to start shipping. Now, I'd already written this off. Now, I'm not going to go into it, but I'll just say that I basically just written this off. I didn't think it was ever going to show up. So, you know, I just forgot about it, really. But then I heard that they were going to start shipping out, but we had to sort of update the details and stuff. So I went back onto the website, updated my details, and 2 weeks later, just before Christmas, my game showed up. So yeah, really chuffed to get it. I have been playing it, and that's basically why I got the OSSC, just so I could really spend some time with this game. I've only been playing it sporadically, so like I've yet to complete it. I haven't really gotten that far into it. I'm just I sort of pick it up, play it for about half an hour or so, and then I put it down again, and I sort of start again, really. So I really need to put some proper time into it. But I'm really happy that it finally came. And so far I'm really pleased with it. I have to say, it is a very good side-scrolling beat 'em up. You know, I mean, it's been 3 years since I pre-ordered this game, but you know, it's here now, so not worth complaining about it. But really chuffed to finally have this. And I also picked up the arcade stick as well, so really chuffed to get this. I haven't opened it yet because I primarily prefer to play with the pad for now, but I've actually, the reason why I wanted this stick was because I had been meaning to get a arcade stick for my Mega Drive. So when this one was up for pre-order, I decided to go for it as well. And after I was watching Pete on the Retro Tips, he just did an awesome video reviewing Paprium, and he also brought up this arcade stick, and he sort of gave his sort of impressions of it as well, and he rated it really highly. So I'm really happy to get it actually, and just based off what people have been saying about the arcade stick, just made me even happier about my purchase. So this will get opened, it will get played. I'm just sort of enjoying the game for now with the pad, but I'm looking forward to trying this out with Streets of Rage 2, and of course the Space Shooters as well. So yeah, really happy to finally put this to bed. It's finally here. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Although I have heard some people have yet to receive their copies, which is a shame. So hopefully it all gets resolved and people either get their games or get their money back at the very least. But for me, I'm glad I purchased it. I just wish Watermelon Games had better treated their customers a bit better. I'll say that, with the communication and whatnot. Anyway, finally I have my Christmas gift. So this is basically really a gift for myself. I bought it for Christmas, even though I haven't even opened it up yet. But when people have just been buzzing about it, it's just got a lot of good feedback from people. So I thought, you know what, I'll dip my toe in as well. Definitely want to get it. And what I got was the Neo Geo arcade stick. So I will be hacking this. I have even bought myself a little memory card, a little memory USB stick for the hack. So yeah, I will be trying to hack this, but the hack actually itself seems to be locked behind I think it was on Telegram, one of those apps. I don't use Telegram or whatnot, so maybe Nick Berry, if you're watching, mate, I'll probably get in touch with you. So I know you did a fantastic little sort of rundown of the hack on this particular console. So in case you don't know, guys, so this is basically the arcade stick, Neo Geo arcade stick. So you plug and play it, but it has a USB port, so you can basically hack it and put a lot more games on it, arcade games and whatnot. And that's basically what I want to use it for. I wanted to get this just so I could hack it and put some other arcade games on it. I'm not interested in putting Mega Drive games and Super Nintendo games. All I want is just arcade games, primarily side-scrolling beat-em-ups. That's really what I want to put on it. So I'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, really chuffed to get this as well. So that's it, guys. That is basically my pickups for the last few months. I did pick up some Switch games as well, but I will showcase that in another vid. I also got a couple of more vids coming, a lot of DVD and Blu-ray pickups, movies and anime as well. Yeah, I've been on a bit of an anime kick the last few months. Ever since I watched the Lee Retro Chef and Pedro, then when they did a live stream covering animes, it just really made me want to go back and check out a lot of anime. So I've been buying back some stuff on Blu-ray. I've got some stuff on DVD as well, some real good stuff. So I look forward to showing you guys that, as well as a lot of really cool movies that I think you guys would find interesting as well. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's great to be back, and I won't leave it so long next time. So like I say, I've got videos coming up very soon. I will of course be doing a Switch update video as well, as I've got some really good games for it. So I look forward to showcasing those as well. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and of course please leave a like and sub as well. I do appreciate, guys, if you do leave a like, just because I've just noticed that YouTube just kind of messes me up, messes my videos. I'm realizing that my vids doesn't really get sort of shown, and it's not turning up on a lot of people's feeds. So of course, if you do watch the video, guys, please give it a like. It really does help. And yeah, I will of course see you next time. So thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.